Hi, this is Gavin from Bush. You're watching WAAF Real Rock TV.
Backstage area of WAF. It's Gavin of Bush, obviously.
Thank you. What an introduction. That's a
well, dude.
That couldn't be peaked.
I mean,
really?
let's get it out of the way. These girls want to sit on your lap right now.
Oh my God!
Look at her. I'm serious.
Does he look like a beanbag chair? Come on.
I'm just stating the obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's the female thing.
It's a female thing. We've been.
Yeah.
And we gave Gavin a beer so he feels at home because we've been drinking the whole time we've been here. So.
Perfect.
All right. I'm sorry we don't have any Bush beer, but I guess the Budweiser will.
That's all right.
Okay.
No, at least this is maybe healthier for you.
Hanging out, the whole stereotypical thing where you hang out in the dark pub shooting darts, drinking a dark pint, right?
Right. But except take out the dart bit.
You don't like that?
It doesn't quite go so heavily. I grew up in a pub.
Did you?
Lived there, 2 years I lived with my aunt in a pub. So, and everyone, it was like East End of London, everyone used to come in and sing all the time and do that. So I can work a bar pretty good.
Dude, you've had a great 2 years, huh? My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's been good.
What's the coolest thing that has happened to you guys in the last 2 years? With all the exposure and the fame and the tours and...
Maybe doing a record with Steve Albini, because he's always been a really big influence and a big fan of ours. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Yes, you did, actually.
So that was good doing stuff with him. It's just, that's what's good, and just, traveling around and playing to so many people is a good way of life,
Right. So, Razor Blade Suitcase. I usually don't like talking about the names of CDs, but I kind of found it fascinating because it's about emotional baggage, and you want to talk about that a little bit?
Right. Well, it's just that whole thing of being prejudged. Everyone gets it their whole life. It's not just meaning towards us. It's just the fact that you have to. You're so privy to people's.
Wait,
you suck more.
That was Robin, I guess.
That was the ex-drummer of Bush.
How do you handle people being so interested in your love life?
Well, it's like I've been pretty quiet about it. I don't say much. It seems that
everyone else wants to talk.
Not that everybody's that nobody's asking.
I've always kind of been a bit more kind of private about that, but it's like whatever. I understand that people ask questions, and I just don't deny anything in that way. It kind of leaves it all open.
Don't deny anything. Wow, that goes
that's
against
smart,
the whole
actually.
deny everything thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Now, is Bush starting to become big in your homeland?
Yeah.
'Cause I know a year ago, like, you guys obviously were huge in America, but back home is like they still weren't catching on to you guys.
Definitely, that's because it was infiltrated by all the Britpop bands. But I mean, we always had a pretty good following, like club following, and the album went in like number 2 or something, and the single did really good and was sold out tour. So we're doing pretty good, We sell way more than the people that they sort of have on the cover of the pop comics, saying that these are the greatest things ever in England and stuff.
Comics.
We do.
Never heard of that. A pop comic.
A pop comic.
What is a pop comic?
It's like Enemy or Melody Maker.
Okay.
It's just a sort of a derogatory term for those music weeklies.
Right. Cool.
That's
uncool.
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 Right. An uncool. So you don't want to be on a pop comic.
That's like the Dick Van Dyke English accent.
Yeah.
That wasn't Pears. That wasn't Pears.
So what do you do to pass the time on the road when you're going from city to city? It's got to get boring after a while. Except for the 2 hours you're on stage or whatever.
Right. Well, there's always truck stops for really really rank movies that you can get, and there's phone bills and stuff. You know, you're just busy the time. The only frustrating thing is I can't really write on the road or anything. I mean, I think that's like a myth. I go to the movies a lot.
Yeah. What was the last movie you saw?
A film called The Devil's Own.
Here we go.
And I really love Brad Pitt and Harrison Ford. I think they're totally watchable and such cool actors.
Now I sponsor dozens of these kids.
What part of Ireland are you from?
I should have checked his background more carefully.
Say hello to Rory Devaney.
I just can't put it together. Never meant for this to happen. What is your relationship to this terrorist?
I grew up in Kilburn in London, which is a really heavy Irish area. So we'd see all through my life, you see the Orange Day Parade, which is the Protestants, which is the other side, marching up on the Orange Men outfit. And it's pretty sinister, you know, when you see those people. And in all the pubs, obviously, you know, there's certain pubs that are more IRA dominated. And there's some scary stuff going on, you know. And just the kind of thing of having someone like, you know, as good looking as Brad Pitt, you know, this kind of thing, and how he's shooting out everyone.
FBI's after him. He killed a cop.
It's a little bit simplifying the really scary 27 years of complete struggle.
Is there bomb scares every day?
Yeah. I mean,
it's so weird, man. I can't even imagine that.
Going on for, you know.
And what's mad, if you go to Ireland, where we've been in Ireland and toured in Ireland or whatever, where you have to go, when you go in the hotel, there's like checkpoints, army checkpoints, when you check in. So you have to go through these things. The hotel I was stayed in had been bombed 12 times.
12 times. Jesus.
All right, man, we got to let you go. Get ready for the show, but this has been a pleasure.
All right, cool.
All right, Gavin from Bush, man. On 107.3 WAAF, the only station that really rocks.